Before you buy a house as is in this hot seller's market, make sure you understand all the pros and cons. Today I'm talking about what you need to know when buying a house as is. It's not all what you think it means, and we're getting started right now. Sellers list their homes as is because they don't want to do any repairs prior to closing. As is sellers still need to meet the minimum disclosure standards though. For example, maybe telling you about lead paint. As is doesn't necessarily mean broken beyond repair. There's many reasons why a seller might list a home as is with minor or even no issues at all. A seller may not have money for repairs. There's also plenty of non-repair related issues why a homeowner may list their home as is. Time might be an issue, especially if there's been a divorce, or maybe the heirs of a deceased homeowner is having to sell the home from out of state. So we don't want to assume the home is being sold as is solely because of its condition. There are two very important points to consider when buying a house as is. If you're financing your new home, the type of financing you're doing may have an impact. Your lender is going to order a formal appraisal. Now this is not your home inspection. We're going to talk about that in a sec. Most loan types require the home to meet minimum property requirements. Let's take a look at the most common types of loans and what these minimum property requirements are. If you've been approved for an FHA loan, this means the home must be safe for you and your family to occupy at the time of purchase. In other words, it must not have any physical deficiencies or conditions that compromise its structural integrity. Most homes that need total renovations won't qualify for a standard FHA loan. This loan type is very popular with first-time home buyers because it requires a zero down payment. However, the home must be located in a rural area and has some income qualifiers. Here's a few of the minimum property requirements for a USDA loan. The home must have a structurally sound foundation, also a roof that prevents moisture from entering the home, an up-to-date electrical system, and a well-functioning heating and cooling system, and finally, suitable plumbing and water pressure. VA loans are a benefit of service for our veterans and also our active duty personnel. Because VA loans are government backed, they have stricter property requirements that include clean drinking water, a working water heater, a heating system, and all mechanical systems must be in working order. The roof must be in good condition too, and the home must be free of pests. For more details on VA loans and how you may qualify for one, check out my VA guide. In it, you'll find loads of wonderful information. I put the link below in the description for you. When buying a house as is, you definitely want to get a home inspection. A home inspection is different from an appraisal. Typically, mortgage lenders don't require home inspections. This is for your benefit. Home inspectors are there to find major issues. Appraisers are there to assess the value of the home. If you're financing, your lender will order an appraisal. A home inspection is optional, but as I stated before, if you're buying a house as is, please do not skip this important part unless you are 100% sure of the home's condition. If the seller refuses to allow you to have a home inspection, it usually means one of two things. The seller may know that there's something seriously wrong with the home and they're hiding it from you. Or the seller may have a hunch that there may be something wrong with the home and they don't want to confirm something that may lower the property's value. If a seller refuses to allow a home inspection, this should raise big red flags for you. Run from this house and fast. So what happens if your home inspector finds a major issue and you've already entered into an as-is purchase agreement? Firstly, you can simply ask the seller to fix the issue. Although they're under no obligation to do anything because you are in an as-is contract, it may be in their better interest to deal with these major issues now. Plus, depending on what type of financing you're doing, an appraiser may note these things on the appraisal. Once an appraisal is done on the property, that appraisal may follow the property up to 60 days. When the seller knows this, they're more apt to deal with the repairs to keep the transaction moving forward. The second thing you could do is to elect to simply fix these things after closing. Just make sure that the needed repairs don't interfere with your loan requirements. If neither of these options can be agreed upon, you can cancel your purchase contract within your inspection period. You'll get a refund for your earnest money deposit, but you won't receive any money back for the cost of your home inspection. But before jumping ship over repairs found during your home inspection, consider purchasing a home warranty. A home warranty will cover the home's working appliances and systems, and could be a pretty smart idea for home buyers who are buying an as-is home, especially if the home is older. So if you're buying a home as is with the right to inspect, ask yourself a few questions. Do I have money to make repairs? Am I prepared to deal with structural or system damage? Do I have money for an inspection? And do I have a trusted real estate agent who has experience with as-is sales? If you've answered yes to all these questions, buying a house as-is may be right for you. You've heard me say this before. Knowledge is power. Hire an experienced, licensed home inspector and know what you're buying. With a great real estate agent, an inspector, and even a home warranty on your team, buying an as-is home could be the home of your dreams. I'm Lisa Kelly, Lakeland Homes Lifestyles with Premier Realty. Thank you for taking the time to be with me today, and especially if you're new to my channel. And don't forget to subscribe. Until then, I'll see you on the next one.